Today I'm doing the review on the Classic Arms SIG 552 Commando. Starting off with the front of this gun here, you have your flash hider, which is permanently fixed to your outer barrel here, which is about an inch long. Now both of these are made of metal. Now the front sight of this gun is a stationary sight mounted in the front of the handguard, and it is made of metal. And the handguard simply pops off here, and you'll be able to see that it is made of a material that is more like a rubber instead of a polymer plastic, so it's much more flexible. You also have rails on the bottom of your gun and on the right side of your handguard. So there's 110 millimeters of space reserved in your handguard for your battery. And that's just perfect enough for this 10G LiPo battery, 7.4 volt by 100 milliamp, and it's only 100 millimeters long. With this LiPo battery, we ended up getting some pretty high chronograph results compared to what Airsoft GI's description of this gun stated. We ended up getting an average of around 450 FPS compared to that of 350 FPS on the Airsoft GI website. Now the FPS and RPMs may die down after a while. This was a out-of-the-box chronograph test of this gun. Moving on to the body of the gun, on this left side you have your fire selector here, and it is a little bit tough to move when you first get out of the box, but eventually it will give way. And you also have your ambidextrous grip, so both left-handers and right-handers can use it. Now, you also have your metal trigger and metal trigger guard. Now the trigger guard flips to the side so you can have easier access to the trigger and don't have a pesky trigger guard getting in the way. You can also have it left down, or again, this is an ambidextrous gun, so you can put it to the left. The mag release of this gun is made of plastic, along with the mid-cap magazine that comes with the gun. On this side of the gun you have your other half of your fire selector for right-handers, and you also have your upper and lower receivers. Now these upper and lower receivers are made of a polymer plastic, but this does not mean the gun feels light. It is still very heavy. You also have your plastic bolt up here, and when you pull the bolt back, there is no bolt catch, so you're going to have to hold it back while you adjust the plastic hop up. Now the top of this gun does have a metal rail on it that is 6 inches long. Now the rail can be removed, so you'll just have one flat top on top of your receiver just by removing a screw over here. Now the sights of this gun are a little weird. You have this completely open sight to look down to your front sight with. You also have a couple other choices that kind of limit your field of view. Now the stock is made of plastic, but it still has weight to it. And at the back of your stock you have a rubber butt. Now there's also a place where you can mount a sling to that will also mount to the front of your gun near the front sight. Now the stock of this gun does fold over, and when you fold it over, it reveals this internal part of your gun, which is a very high glossy silver part, which doesn't really fit in with the rest of the blackout theme of your gun. Now when you have the stock folded over to the side of your gun, it is attached to this plastic peg here that you will literally have to either push the stock onto to get it to stay, or rip it off to get it back to be a full stock of your gun. And what I'm saying by that is, it's a little bit tough to get onto that peg. Other than that, the stock worked perfectly fine folding over and staying in place without making any sound. That was my review of the Classic Arms SIG 552. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.